I suppose there's a lot to explain, but it's already wrote down in the Holy Bible, and if you ain't reading that at least once a day, one paragraph a day, you will go delusional and get skeptical, and you will suffer paranoia. And I get my notes. So, uh, do you religiously follow your Christian's law? Are you religious? Do you know? I owe the I own the Lord's path, which must make straight. Emailed peacekeeping.gov.org. Remedium Pyridium is the only thing that THC, CBD, and HHC affect in a good way. The Cyberium Pyramidum is the frontal, lower, upper cortexes of each part of your brain. Gay and homosexuality is not a sin. Gay means happy, homosexual means you love another man, lesbian, you love women and women, and men love men is homosexual, women love women is lesbian. Asexual is that you're abstinent until you're waiting for the right one. Bisexual means you love men and women. Slavery came through Nimrod, through giving him the book of eternal life on a page that should have never been read, which said the God of gods. Even though you haven't even understood the Bible and you're still calling his as God, you don't even know a paragraph of it. Some of his corruption looking at my book of life for a living. Yep. Christmas presents are delivered on the 24th of December each year under a Christmas tree. Rape is so much as anything and vile because it's not consensual. So, how can you be convinced to be told by force to believe in someone as one body as those use immunization by force to have you believe in reality? I wish you a peaceful life and a world full of happiness, and that what I would like to do. People say I have a mental illness because I cannot get religion out of my head and try to make peace amongst the people, so tell me to shut the fuck up if I'm annoying you. Shane McGarry, the serpent, put me to sleep, and he told me to shut the fuck up when I woke up. And I was stayed in silence for 80,000 years. Isaac kissed me in the year 350 BC after the war, and got called a paedophile, in which he remained celibate and never has fornicated his philanthropy. I pray Isaac finds true love and mom and dad get back together, married under the roof as Commonwealth, and that Lumberjack passes his exams. In the name of the cosmos, Powerland wish to receive, and you to hear and to answer the prayers as said, wrote and thought of in the name of Fury, the Duality, and Emily Power. I am all and everyone. I am everyone and all. 352 prayer time. Obsession takes time, just as a habit takes time to form, just like OCD over attentive compulsory disorder, meaning I cannot convince one, I will not convince any. In adaptation, I need to express myself as a father because I am the creature whom created all. So this is what I must say. Parenting. As I, the father, people are raping their children on drugs and alcohol and not sending them to school and not breastfeeding. Political. If you don't obey the law, they get jail time. In my law, their punishment is crucifixion, and no stone will be unturned to see the righteous dwell in heaven. Also, thou shalt obey my commandments. Only job is to read the Bible religiously. How should I believe there is no enemy with the way I've been treated with Auschwitz and Dundrum and Sing Sing and other fundamental places like jail in Waterford, where I have been put on death row until 2026. I'm unleashing peril on the end of this month of December, depending on your points of great deeds in no more harm, no more rape, no more violating the land of the sea or the air or the fowl that you shouldn't eat. I am also making sure that it won't happen because you'll have a new place to go, but it won't be as good as Earth. It'll be purgatory if you end the Earth with nuclear missiles. So whether or not I conclave, um, I respect all people for who they are and the way they dress and being good to others people. As the Catholic law states, the Ten Commandments in Exodus 20 and the divine loving law commandments in the New Testament, do unto others as you would have them do to I, and love thy neighbour as thyself. As long as these 12 commandments are obeyed by all humans and Neanderthals, then I believe we can learn other religions but not court, therefore not count, commit, not convert, therefore we practice what we preach. How can people go to war with authority and innocent human beings get arrested for the act of making a change, protesting and being arrested while you have war, other politics and war over religion, yet you do not succeed in peace because you are not seeking me as the Lord? As the King of the world, I have already authority over all who believe in me, and surrender their spirit is what heals us in our sleep, and in your uncomfortable in giving your spirit to me, say, Lord Yahweh El Shaddai, I am who I am. Use me as an instrument of your peace, and you will be happy, and then you can give your spirit to me as Yahweh El Shaddai, or I am who I am, or Archangel Alexander Abraham. In regard to the true religion, this has not yet been obligated in the creating by and thought any government leaders because they are all wanting land in regard of Donald Trump being able to declare war over the world, yet he would not fulfill nothing. I am mighty in power. I have created weapons by sheer ignorance to destroy the people in the power or authority for the crimes they commit, and I'm requesting people to spread my name across the nations as the Father of multitude. You are all Jesus Christ, Christ Jesus, and the life of an angel. Since the vocabulary which I read 39,344 times, and this is the nature tongue Nephilim. English, Latin being answered are people who come into my main. There are false prophets, and as of now, many people have gone mad with drugs, gambling, cheating, or partners, and violence and crime. You must know the day until it comes for you all seek help because you as a people cannot stop gang war, cannot convince people of whom they are in the life and resurrected and reincarnation. I truly believe there are people using their name as Yahweh because they fear being alone. Doppelganging someone else's personal name is a crime. Nurses are trained that they do not mention religion, so that I have had apparently to convince those that have been in my care and those whom we brought up as a child, we with me known my vocabulary, meaning the way I speak is the best because everyone needs approval, and the lies people have said. 68.3% of people is now 32.1% of people have spent their time confessing, keeping, spreading my word, because in me is everlasting life, and those who do good will be like a perfect meadow. Those who speak evil and do bad deeds, they will be cut off from the people and thrown into the unquenchable fire of everlasting torment. Within this world of everlasting life, confront your commanding officer in regard to war as the police. Why are the soldiers going to war? Ask them, or tell them. All doctors get paid millions in regard to care. If you're traumatized, go get psychiatric help and explain. I and the video belief can create hope, all, and that I, as a person, can make sure there's no war anymore. As soon as we stand as a nation, the political people are distressed because their evil ways are to be unforgettable to them, that they have done no right campaign for yourself to anything or anyone. All is permitted in nature as beauty, because we are creatures designed to love and obey your own true Lord. That is I, and the King of the world. Your distancing from your local rodent mouse is 10 meters away. What you gonna do when the war comes to your homeland, and that close a mouse can be caught with a mouse trap? But how can they? The little creeping things are the harmless, yet you seek war and think for a second the black plague. Even animals are thinking they have to protect themselves. Why? Questions to the nation of your relationship before you have children, because life is like a box of chocolates. Sometimes you don't feel like eating them. Order, time, space, matter, time, civil, space, time, matter, existence. My thoughts may not reach your brain unless you as a nation control your actions in regard and venial sins and grievous sins caused. We are one family, one nation. We do not need any weapons of destruction to realize peace is the power of truth, and 1 million or infinite truth can be destroyed by one lie. So when the politicians people come to arrange a war within another country, you can decide to enter the European Union and establish the right methods of true peace, which is treaties, two governors working on one deal, that the weapons of mass destruction get destroyed, and then make known bricks and mortar fort and clean water be made available, and the armies of nations have constructed the home of Mother Earth back right. The man can have an ego to have fight and flight, and a gentleman will have flight and flee. A person with a good heart will only compliment what is good, and which the beauty is seen in the eyes of the beholder. Fight, fly, flag, and flight and flee. Animals' instincts. We all want to political power, and these reasons are because you're ignorant if you turn to the other cheek when you have to be fought for the best way. I always, I always confess I have lied to known people, and I confess I hurt people with violence and stole from shops, and mother and father I've stolen money from. Miss Dag I took a stuff out of a handbag looking for money because I had a gambling problem. And if it wasn't for gambling, it was for cannabis. My house in BW was kept getting robbed. And took life on causing a rebellious with a thought of being crucified tattoo chain. Types of leave when you're at work: annual leave, sick leave, maternity leave, parents leave. You are entitled to leave after a child born, parental leave, unpaid leave for children up to 16 years, paternity leave, father after a child born, bereavement leave, carers leave, force majeure leave, emergency leave, 3 days a year, 5 days over 3 years, public holidays, 10 public holidays in Ireland, contractor decide to get paid for excessive leave due to the non-summit. Wednesday, the 11th of June 2025. What your solution for the people at war, which I'm trying to prevent because I can, and you think it's a mental illness? Just remind yourself that the commandment states, honor thy father and mother. You're disgracing your family's name by not having belief. Simple formula. Pi equals 22 over 7, 3.14 plus 3.25 equals 666. Take away 0.50616, the revelation of the parabola. Take away 3.02, you're at 3.14 again. Write to a man about how Pythagoras became 3.14, care in the hospital where miracles is down, complement letters, curriculum vitae. As Ahmad Shakur said, we've got money for wars, but we can't feed the poor. The senses movement through the brain, sight through the pupils of the eyes, sensation, orgasm, ejaculation, menstrual cycle, puberty, weaning of the baby straight after the birth up to 6 years of age, some less because they can drink SNS formula with cow's milk, excretion, urination, sweating, pooping, fighting or flight, shivering, sensation from the cold, for the body not to get pneumonia, hiccups, trapped wind in the brain, burping, air vents of the vocal cords open for oxygen or just good full dinner belly, farting, needing to poop or gas, build up in the bowl, sneezing, sneezing, activating the incompatible and cleansing air ducts in the nose. Um, Kalasha and Arthur kicked me out in sixth year for talking to Jackie Whelan about the hypothesis to make peace. She sent me home, got me arrested the next day. CBS Wexford expelled me and sent me to care in 2013, where I was stuck in adolescence for 6 months, and I was stuck in ward of the psychiatric unit for 2 months. The first admission, they told me nothing's wrong with me. I don't need to take meds. As soon as the guards come to my door again in uh, 2015, they put me on loads of meds, injections, and basically wanted to fuck me up, and I did no crime. And then when I committed the crime, I got this house that I'm in now. And it's like you're treating me with respect because I did wrong to you, whereas I was treating you with respect all along, but you didn't give me the respect I deserved. You did your job by defending yourself, not defending your ward, John Kennedy. And Declan Denny, Aidan Slattery, and Gavin Sheen. 3 problems in the Bible: rape, slavery, and homosexuality being a sin. They must know it is all sin but not a crime unless it's your understanding of my ways of thinking of a vigilante against a villain. Means it's against my righteous way to breeding unless you are going to be proud of your children having two fathers for homosexuality, which I'm straight, and the only thing that we must work at amend is an apology. The only thing we must not want is an apology, and deny yourself as being in sin, for it is written, all who have fallen short of my glory, yet I continue to put you up with you people at the war not going, because I cannot stop war, which I will yet. I need two worldly people to wake up and bring me to the administration of governments to bring yin yang yin, feminine moon, circular magnetic process, feeling, right brain, sleep, internal, repetitive, allowing intuition, consciousness, yang, masculine, sun, lunar, electric, outcome, thinking, left brain, birth, external, assertive, analytical, intellectual, house airplanes. They're like UFOs that you can hover over the earth. Um, Kawati, Gestapo holiday. Yeah. Peace. Unlike politicians, people are buying guns off the same country they are at war with. Mother spoke before mother called upon me. Lord, and said, and all children of God can breed and multiply. I say consensually. Schizophrenia means to obscure them, and schizoaffective disorder, their former wants nothing to do with Zorro. Antipsychotics, antipsychosis means to away with evil. Okay, that's me done for the day. So over and out. Peace.